What is the primary role of a registered behavior technician, RBT? A. Diagnose developmental disorders. B. Design behavior intervention plans. C. Implement behavior analytics services under supervision. D. Conduct neuropsychological evaluations. Answer: C. RBTs deliver behavior analytics services under the supervision of a board-certified behavior analyst, BCBA, or BCBA. What is a discriminative stimulus, SD? A. A cue that behavior will be punished. B. A signal that reinforcement is available. C. A type of punishment. D. A method of chaining. Answer: B. An SD signals the availability of reinforcement for a particular behavior. Which of the following best describes continuous measurement? A. Recording if a behavior occurs at all. B. Tracking only high-intensity behavior. C. Measuring every instance of the behavior. D. Sampling behavior at intervals. Answer: C. Continuous measurement involves recording every occurrence of a target behavior. What is an example of negative reinforcement? A. Taking away a toy after bad behavior. B. Removing a loud noise after task completion. C. Giving praise for correct answers. D. Delivering a timeout. Answer: B. Negative reinforcement involves removing an aversive stimulus to increase behavior. Which data collection method would best capture how long a behavior lasts? A. Frequency. B. Duration. C. Interval. D. Latency. Answer: B. Duration recording tracks the total time the behavior occurs. What is the best way to ensure treatment integrity? A. Changing interventions frequently. B. Ignoring the behavior plan. C. Using fidelity checklists and regular supervision. D. Following instinct over protocols. Answer: C. Fidelity checklists and supervisor reviews help maintain consistency in intervention delivery. What does prompt fading refer to in behavior analysis? A. Increasing the level of support over time. B. Eliminating all reinforcement. C. Gradually removing prompts to promote independence. D. Using punishment before reinforcement. Answer: C. Prompt fading reduces assistance systematically to encourage independent responding. What is the first step in a behavior intervention plan, BIP? A. Reinforcement schedule. B. Functional behavior assessment. C. Skill acquisition. D. Data summary. Answer: B. A BIP must be based on a completed functional behavior assessment to identify the function of the behavior. Which of the following is an example of antecedent manipulation? A. Delivering praise after a task. B. Giving a preferred item before work begins. C. Ignoring a behavior. D. Collecting baseline data. Answer: B. Changing something before the behavior occurs, antecedent, can prevent problem behavior. Which dimension of ABA refers to the ability to produce lasting change across environments? A. Conceptually systematic. B. Effective. C. Generality. D. Technological. Answer: C. Generality refers to behavior changes that last over time and across settings and people. What does partial interval recording capture? A. Whether a behavior occurs during the full interval. B. Whether a behavior occurs at all during the interval. C. The exact time of behavior. D. The number of behaviors per interval. Answer: B. Partial interval recording checks if the behavior occurred at any time during the interval. What is the most appropriate response if a learner engages in aggression during a session? A. End the session immediately. B. Deliver a reinforcer. C. Follow the behavior plan and notify your supervisor. D. Punish the learner. Answer: C. RBTs must follow the client's behavior plan and report incidents to their supervisor. What is extinction in behavior analysis? A. Increasing reinforcement. B. Ignoring appropriate behavior. C. Discontinuing reinforcement of a previously reinforced behavior. D. Punishing behavior. Answer: C. Extinction involves withholding reinforcement that previously maintained a behavior. What is the main goal of shaping? A. To teach complex chains. B. To eliminate behavior. C. To reinforce successive approximations toward a desired behavior. D. To prompt responses. Answer: C. Shaping involves reinforcing steps that gradually resemble the final desired behavior. How should an RBT respond to a data discrepancy during session documentation? A. Ignore it. B. Correct it without telling anyone. C. Inform the supervising BCBA. D. Change the behavior plan. Answer: C. Any discrepancies in data collection must be reported to the supervising BCBA. What is chaining used for in ABA? A. To remove prompts. B. To reinforce a single-step task. C. To teach multi-step behavior sequences. D. To punish behavior. Answer: C. Chaining teaches complex behaviors by linking smaller steps together. What is the most ethical action if an RBT suspects abuse or neglect? A. Wait until it happens again. B. Ignore it. C. Report it to the appropriate authority immediately. D. Tell the client's peers. Answer: C. RBTs are mandated reporters and must report suspected abuse or neglect immediately. What is stimulus generalization? A. Responding differently to the same stimulus. B. Responding the same way to similar stimuli. C. Not responding at all. D. Discriminating between two identical stimuli. Answer: B. Generalization occurs when a learner exhibits the target behavior in new environments or to new stimuli. What does a latency recording measure? A. How often a behavior occurs. B. How long the behavior lasts. C. The time between a stimulus and the behavior. D. The number of correct responses. Answer: C. Latency measures the time between a prompt or SD and the beginning of a behavior. What is an example of contrived reinforcement? A. Praise after a job well done. B. A sticker for completing a worksheet. C. Eating food when hungry. D. Sleeping when tired. Answer: B. Contrived reinforcement is arranged to strengthen behavior, such as giving stickers as a motivator. Which reinforcement schedule is most resistant to extinction? A. Fixed ratio. B. Fixed interval. C. Variable ratio. D. Continuous reinforcement. Answer: C. Variable ratio schedules, like those used in gambling, are highly resistant to extinction. What is response generalization? A. Performing untrained behaviors that achieve the same function. B. Ignoring trained behavior. C. Responding to a new stimulus incorrectly. D. Eliminating behavior entirely. Answer: A. Response generalization occurs when the learner uses different responses to achieve the same result. When should data be collected during a session? A. At the end. B. Only during the first task. C. Continuously and immediately after each response. D. Once per week. Answer: C. Data should be recorded as behaviors occur for accuracy and integrity. What is the correct response if a client elopes, runs away, during a session? A. Ignore the behavior. B. Use physical restraint. C. Follow the safety protocol outlined in the behavior plan. D. Cancel the rest of the session. Answer: C. Elopement procedures must follow the client's behavior intervention plan to ensure safety. Which behavior is measurable and observable? A. Feeling nervous. B. Being angry. C. Saying hello. D. Thinking about school. Answer: C. Saying hello is an observable and measurable behavior, unlike private events like feelings or thoughts.